very excited to hear about this book.
It is. Sounds neat.
Texas Farm Girl. This sounds like a perfect book for East Texas. Sounds wonderful. Here joining us today to tell us a little bit more is award-winning author Rebecca Crossover and her daughter AC. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us this morning.
Well, thank you for coming on this morning. I mean, I have to say, this book sounds like a wonderful book for children. Can you kind of tell us about the premise of Texas Farm Girl?
Sure. Well, Texas Farm Girl is a series of children's book, and it focuses on three things: entertaining, educating, and inspiring children through life lessons that I learned on the farm growing up working for my grandfather.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
And so, what are some things, maybe a lesson or two, that perhaps, without giving away the book, that you learned that helped inspire the book?
Well, in this one in particular, one of the things that a lot of times we take for granted in life are, the things that we have in our life. And, Mother Nature, as you know, can come in and it can take out our barn, it can take out our sprinkler, it can tear up a farm. But at the end of the day, what's most important is our family. And that's something that you can get out of this first book.
Well, now I see AC right here. She's adorable. Did she inspire you a little bit with the writing of this book?
She did, and she's a great tester. In order for me to read these books before I actually publish them, she tells me her honest opinion of them. So she's definitely plays a role in it.
Well, now AC, since you are the one that read this book, can you kind of tell us a little about? I mean, what was your thoughts when you were reading this book? Did you really enjoy it?
Yes.
That's wonderful. Well, a lot of hard work is learned on the farm. And what types of operations are you involved with now?
Well, today I'm not so much in a tractor and plowing fields or planting crops. I've actually been promoted now, so I do more of the business side of the farm now. So now I've kind of seen it from from beginning to the operational side all the way up to the business side of it, and so that's how I contribute to our farm today.
Oh, very nice. Now, this book, is this what age range would you say that this book is recommended for?
It's for all ages, and what I like being a mother reading children's books to my daughter, I like to get something out of it too as a parent, and so it is for all ages of children. But you can really learn, even as an adult, different things about even the Texas Panhandle. Farming up there is a lot different than what you'd find down here in different parts of Texas. And so you're actually going to learn, even as a parent, reading this to your child, or a grandparent reading this to your grandchild, you're actually going to get something out of it too.
Of course, me being a meteorologist, what kind of close calls have you had, or has your family had, with the rough weather out there?
We get a lot of severe weather, and it's various drought-stricken area out in the Texas Panhandle, and even right now, we've been real concerned with the lack of rainfall, but we have had a lot of severe weather. We always deal with hail every year. And in this story is actually based on a true story. We have actually had a tornado come and rip the roof off of one of our barns. And so I kind of used that even within this book to tell that story. So.
Well, now this is your second children's book. Can we expect maybe, something following up to Texas Farm Girl possibly in the future?
Absolutely. There's a couple of more of them that I'm working on right now that will come out later this year that I'm really excited about, that is just going to take Texas Farm Girl above and beyond where this first one started.
And so, you've written before, right? What else have you? What are the type books? Has it been related to the farm, or?
This was the first one that was related to the farm. I got my start as a children's book author through a book called My Daddy Is in Heaven with Jesus, and it's an award-winning book. My husband had passed away in 2009 from an ATV accident. I noticed you guys had a story earlier about ATV safety. And she was about 2.5 years old at the time and lost her father. And I was looking for books to help her through that time. And so I wrote this story, My Daddy Is in Heaven with Jesus, and it helps kids find comfort in a time of loss when they've lost a parent. And it's a great book, and it's a personal story, and it has a life-touching forward. And it's one of those books that if you're looking for something, you don't know what to do when you have a family that has lost a loved one and has children involved, and the parent has been lost through tragedy, it's a great book to give as a gift. And that's definitely been a really awesome book to be able to touch other lives with.
Well, that is amazing. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but real quick, Can you tell us where we can purchase one of these books?
Absolutely. You can find Texas Farm Girl, a lot more information about it on texasfarmgirl.com.
Okay.
And then, of course, on Amazon is the favorite place to purchase books these days, and you can find both of them on Amazon.
All right. Well, thank you both so much for stopping by this morning.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, coming up next, you're on Fox.
We begin tonight with a terrifying scene in downtown Athens.
Athens.
when a massive blaze forced citizens to evacuate downtown Athens.
We started seeing flames come up. Then we hear like an